All right, when you hear the music, we're live.
Okay.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the show. Thank you for joining us every single weekday, when Yuki permits, for a fantastic hour-long filled with a lot of stuff and things to listen to in your ear, out our mouths. If you're not familiar with the show, then just listen up, turn up your volumes, because this is the show. As always, we are brought to you by our sponsor, ToTheMoonEvents.io. Join us December 7th through the 9th on Tybee Island, Georgia for a weekend of fun and socializing with your favorite crypto Twitter friends. For more information, please visit ToTheMoonEvents.io. At this beautiful weekend retreat, we will be serving our sponsors, Huddle Fuel Coffee. Best damn coffee you're gonna have in your cup today. Pop it, brew it, smell it, drink it, taste the flavor. Huddle Fuel. Hold that thought, Yuki, because we are also sponsored by Bit Ninja Supply, where you can get all of that really cool This Is the Show gear and wear that to the Moon Events Tybee Island weekend, where we'll be serving that delicious Huddle Fuel coffee. Taste the flavor.
Oh, is that me?
That's you.
That's my cue.
That's your cue.
This amateur show we're running here.
Huddle
Can't
Fuel.
find good help.
You
these
fucked
days.
me up. You did. You switched it up,
I did. You gotta be on your toes, man.
dude.
You know?
It's not like I'm back here fucking pushing buttons and levers and shit. You
It's
know?
like
You're
the-
pushing buttons all right, buddy.
Like
you
the
that.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I'm like the fucking Wizard of Oz back here. Doing this shit live. You know, it's a thing. There's things.
Well,
that
you know,
happen.
it's hard. You know, we are that live show.
Yeah.
Anyways, I know we'll be joined here by our special guest today, producer BTW, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And what's going on with you guys?
Well, I mean, let's address the elephant in the room here.
What?
Uh-oh.
Well, no.
It's-
Let's wait. Let's wait until we have our guest on,
Oh,
and then we can, do a thing.
a thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Let's
okay.
just wait.
We'll do a
Let's
thing.
let's
Yes,
announce
you
the
should be.
big announcement. Once the guest is on, it'll be a whole
okay.
thing.
I was just doing the announcement of an
Is there,
announcement.
No.
is there a
Oh.
rhinoceros in the room then, I guess? Something else?
Yeah.
Something smaller than an elephant we can talk
Yeah.
about?
There's a special announcement. In fact, if you look at the Periscope feed, there's a little hint.
Oh.
If you look at the graphic,
Uh-huh.
that
Oh.
and
Wait. I said, I see
you
it.
see it? See up there next to Junior
Yes.
Lancaster, there's a little graphic. I'm not going to say what it is.
Yeah, I think you gave it away.
But it might be a special day for someone.
Okay, so you told me not to say it,
Yeah,
and then
I'm
you
not
just
saying
said
it. I'm not saying
Told
what it
you
is.
not to tell anyone.
Well,
Man.
we're not going to talk about it yet. We'll make the announcement of what the big
But
thing
it
is.
will be talked about.
Yes.
Man.
Yeah. So, okay.
All right. So, guys, basically, what are we going to talk about real quick before we bring our guest on? Is there anything funny or exciting or anything? I just want to say I had a blast with Benny Big
Big.
last night talking about movies and music, and I had a really good time. I came on the show, as usual, a grouchy piece of shit. Okay? Because I
Glad
was
you said it.
fucking grouchy. Okay, I deal with this constant being grouchy
So
stuff.
do I.
And
Yeah,
yes,
me
my
too.
poor wife has to deal with it. My coworkers, Junior Lancaster, everybody that sees me on Twitter, they think, "Oh, Yuki's so nice and happy and positive all the time." I've had people
Bullshit.
say that. They're
I
like,
know.
Yuki he's an angel or something, because they just read my tweets.
They say this on Twitter?
They do.
Yes.
They actually have.
I've
like,
had people say like, I could never imagine seeing Yuki mad,
yeah.
and little did they know
And I just laugh.
that I am just underneath this rosy cheek exterior is this,
Rosy cheeks.
You know, I've never seen you mad either. I've just heard you mad in my ears. a lot.
yeah.
It's pretty much the same thing, but with a fussy face.
Yeah, just imagine me with a fussy face. Maybe I'll do an angry video one day.
Yeah, you should.
You know, angrily drinking coffee, angrily playing the flute.
Yeah, and a Yuki rant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could even, like, you could have me on headphones talking to you, just upsetting you as always, then people can see your face, you know.
I love that idea. That's actually great. That's a great idea.
He doesn't like it because he doesn't like to share a spotlight with me.
Hello?
Hello. Speaking of fussy people.
So I downloaded what? Speaking of fussy people, go ahead.
I want to hear what you downloaded.
It's not important.
What'd you download?
I'm making small talk. So my kid, my 18-year-old, built me a computer because he's awesome, and it works fucking beautifully. It's super fast, and it works great. So then I'm like, last night I was in a bad mood, and I was like, staying up late, and I was like, I want to play some fucking games. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to play some games on my computer so I can make my troubles go away. And then I realized, like, when you start installing shit, you start fucking with your computer. So I installed Steam, and I like these old fucking games like Stronghold. You guys know what that is? Stronghold.
I think you should save this topic until our guest is
all right. Let's. I tell you what. You guys want to bring him in? You guys ready to do the thing with our guests? And you gonna do it, Junior? So I can.
No, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
Fucking hell.
And Yuki.
All right. So on the show today, I'm gonna unmute him. Okay. On the show today, we have the privilege and pleasure of talking to, this isn't an interview, this is just a hangout with Andy, aka Producer, by the way. He is Producer BTW on Twitter. He is Coin Boys podcast. These guys have a fucking awesome podcast. You guys go check it out. But anyway, here he is. Andy, say hello to
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm so excited to be here, actually.
Well, we're glad to have you.
Like, seriously, I want to talk with you guys, and I like how it's hangout, you know, and it's not an interview, because that's what I want to do. I want to hang out with you guys.
Yeah. Just chilling.
Well, I like chilling, hanging out.
I think let's go ahead and just address this now so we get this out of the way.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, and I need some fucking soundtracks or something.
You're the soundtrack person.
I don't have a...
I'm ready for this. I already know what's going to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is
what's happening.
My pleasure
conspiracy here.
to announce... Wait, I have a cheer. Let's see if this is good.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You going to try it first?
Yeah, let's try.
Yeah.
That's like a sporting event. That it is Junior Lancaster's birthday today. Let me do the cheer.
Happy birthday, man.
Do the cheer.
I just met you on your birthday. This is awesome.
Yes.
It's a good sign.
So, everyone out there, wish Junior Lancaster a happy birthday.
Yes.
You guys want to sing the song real quick?
Yes, I do.
All right.
I'll try.
Junior, are you still there, or are you crying?
He's crying.
I'm you know,
He's
a little
speechless.
pumped right here.
Okay.
Yes, I'll make it.
Are we doing this like TGA Friday style? Where you like, it's not the regular song, or are we doing the regular song?
What do you guys think? Regular, old school happy birthday, or
I think that might be the only one I know.
Yeah,
I was like,
we haven't rehearsed this, so let's just do old school.
Love it.
All right, here we go. Ready?
This is a great song.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday to
We were all off.
you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Junior Lancaster.
Junior Lancaster.
Happy
Happy
birthday to you. That was horrible.
You guys were like completely off, and I was trying to figure out which guy to go with.
Yeah. We were.
I was trying to figure out who to go with too. So
That was a hot mess.
Yeah.
I love it.
That was perfect. And you,
thank you guys. That was so sweet.
You should be so happy and honored.
Yeah. What's it like having such good friends?
What'd you say?
I said,
seriously.
What's it like having such good friends, Junior Lancaster?
I don't know. It's I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
I think you need to appreciate what you have here. Stop being so negative all the time.
What? Are you talking to Mirror?
Is he always negative or something?
Yeah.
Is that like
Mr. Negative
No,
Pants?
he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Mr. Negative Pants.
Yeah. When it comes to me, he's Mr. Negative
Yuki's
Pants.
deflecting.
Carrying my co-host, I'm negative. No, I'm the happiest person you're ever gonna meet.
And he says this to you on your birthday.
During live shows, I'm the happiest person ever. Outside this show, different story.
Aw.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's
What?
all right.
Yeah. You want to get on the couch and tell us?
Yeah, let's get you on the
let's
couch.
get you on
No,
the couch.
no.
Wait, you guys have couches in here?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. We
We
have
have
a
a
therapist
therapist
couch.
couch.
Yeah.
Because somebody is bound to need therapy on
Well,
this show.
we, the two hosts of this show, out of the three, have major mental issues.
What?
Me and Junior.
Okay.
And
He's talking about himself and his alter ego.
and we're in constant
Jekyll and Hyde.
we're in constant need of therapy. And there's a
I love it.
the casting couch. It doubles as a therapy couch, and as Junior said, is kind of gross because it's a casting couch.
Yeah. You know what happens on those.
Have you
Is it
ever-
like leopard print couch, or are we
Yes.
talking zebra print?
Well,
What we
those
talking
are
here?
stains, but we try to
Yeah,
call
I
that
was gonna
leopard
say-
print.
I was going to say
That's
it's probably
disgusting.
not a great idea to get a fabric casting.
Yeah, we should have done
leather or
leather.
vinyl, and if leather, always treat it beforehand.
Yeah,
I like to cover it with the plastic, you know.
We've only been around for a couple weeks, and we've been through 3 couches already.
yeah.
so-
Well, first,
Wow.
who was it that was just always hanging
Gare.
out? Gare was always
Ultra
hanging
Gare.
out on the couch.
Air,
And
Mist,
Mist, yeah.
Sir Crypto Mist to be
Well, Sir Mist
clarified.
is clean. But
You know,
Gare was the
but
problem.
they cool, that's their thing. They're both into that purple color, so what's going on with you, sir?
Oh man, are you talking to me, or are we
Yes.
talking to everybody?
Yeah, I don't care about Yuki. So
Okay, cool.
what's up with you?
Well, I do like in the crypto world. I do the Coin Boys. We've had a busy week. We were at like an event. We shot a pilot for like a morning show type thing, crypto centric. So it's been really good, like on that end of things, and just in life in general. I'm happy. I work in entertainment, so I do a lot of like creative things. So as long as I'm creative, I'm happy. And it's been a busy few weeks. And actually, the Coin Boys were going to Vegas for the World Crypto Con. I don't know if you guys are going to that or are being
I will
affiliated,
not.
Probably
but
not.
I'm sure you guys have heard of it.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, we've heard of it.
So I've been seriously just really busy, just working on the Coin Boys and getting really serious about it, and having fun with it and interviewing people. And then outside my life, playing video games. Just got Forza Horizon 4.
I saw that.
Sick ass. Sick. I haven't played a racing game in years.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get this one because it got really good reviews. And I'm waiting for Red Dead Redemption 2 to come out. And I don't know. You guys mentioned that you guys aren't really big gamers anymore,
Is
right?
that on Jaguar?
No, it's not on Jaguar, but yeah,
Neo Geo,
Jaguar.
probably.
Oof, those are back. Those are bringing me back. But I actually played those. But yeah, like, guys, I've just been gaming and doing the crypto thing the last couple of weeks, and that's pretty much my focus. I'm pretty much like, I love those two worlds, and
Yeah.
That sounds fun. Yeah.
yeah, we actually make them collide on the podcast too. We do a lot of gaming centric stuff too.
Cool.
Very cool.
Let me think of something else though. I fucked up my back 2 weeks ago on my bike, and I
Oh.
couldn't sit up.
Oh,
So that happened.
that's
We can
And-
talk about back problems on this show for weeks.
yeah. I have,
Yeah.
I have them
between
too.
all of us here.
No, but for the first time in my life, like I couldn't sit up.
Yeah,
And
that's
I was
crazy.
like, oh shit, am I getting old or am I just
Right.
fucked up my back?
Right.
Lower back, upper back.
It was lower back. I was just bending down to lock my bike and it locked up on me
Oh shit.
and it was scary,
Yeah.
And then let me fast forward a couple of weeks before that. I got into a major car wreck, totally fine.
Uh-huh.
Wasn't wearing a seatbelt
Oh.
Oh shit.
because I'm an idiot.
Oh,
Right.
dude, come
Oh
on.
boy.
Gotta wear.
So what I did
seatbelt.
for you guys is I showed you how good things are now and how pretty shitty things were just like a month ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay,
Here-
now do you
here
wear
I
a
am.
seatbelt?
You're on the up and up,
Right.
sir.
I'm on it can only go up from here, right?
I have so many things to talk about. First
Don't
of all,
turn the TV on.
I need to hear about Forza when you play it, because I've played Forza before and I love it, but an older one, obviously. We like the first one or second one.
I played a little bit of it. I actually passed out playing it yesterday. I don't know if you guys that's ever happened to anybody.
No.
Playing video games.
Oh,
What,
actually,
you played
it
it
has.
so long that you
Yeah,
passed out?
that actually
No,
happened to me.
not even that. It's just like you're so tired. I'm sitting on a chair looking at my
okay.
TV. It's like 2 in the morning.
You start
and I
zoning
just
out.
literally pass out, and there I am, like driving into a tree. Just like,
I've done that. You're hitting a button and like something is happening.
yeah.
And you wake up and you're like, oh shit.
Well, so I was talking about, did I tell this on the thing, or was this before the show? I downloaded Steam on my computer.
yes, you were talking about that.
Yeah.
That was before we went live, right?
Yeah, and then I told you
Yes.
to hold off. But
Okay.
go ahead. You can go
So,
into that now. Yeah.
Like, my kid built me a computer, and it's this badass computer. It's not super badass, but, he built me a computer, and it does all the stuff I need. I can do podcasts and shit on it. But then last night I was like, I want to play some games. I haven't played games in a while, and this thing's got enough juice that could probably play a game. And then I was like, so I downloaded Steam, and I like strategy games, like real-time strategy. I don't even know if they really make those anymore, but like Age of Empires and Stronghold.
Yeah,
I love those fucking games. Empire Earth. And then
those are great.
Is
So
that kind of like Risk too?
yeah, I guess, yeah.
I like Risk.
And then, so like I install Steam, and then I go to install these games, and then it wants to install this other shit, like this fucking, all these other programs. And then I'm like, you know what? When I start installing all these different things on my computer, it's just going to slow my computer down. So I'm in that weird dilemma where do I use my computer for like multi everything, but then possibly it suffers, like slows down my other shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
I guess you need your own gaming computer eventually.
right.
That's the problem though with gaming PC. You could spend a lot of money, where a console, it makes it cheaper, but then again you miss out on a lot of like really great PC games that you never see on the console.
Do you play
That's the other side of
console mostly, or are you PC?
All right. I have PC for certain games, and I have an Xbox and a PS4, so I'm pretty serious. I got it all. But I play Fortnite on the PC. Like, I play games that are like that need a mouse and keyboard, and to be honest, like I would rather play Diablo on the PC than a console. I
Right.
can't do that.
Yeah.
I gotta play it on the PC.
That's like the.
So-
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that like I was born into gaming by the PC, but I transformed into, console gaming in the late 80s. We all did. Nintendo 64.
Yes.
It was like
Yeah.
the greatest thing in the
Donkey
world.
Kong.
Yeah.
So I remember installing King's Quest on my
Oh,
stepdad's computer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, King's
what a
Quest.
great game.
And you would
Point and click adventure,
yeah,
right?
point and click, but you could type things in like pick up feather or something.
I've played games like that. Yeah.
And I love that fucking game. And then and then a little older, I think it was, I want to say Age of Empires on my cousin's computer, like the original first Age of Empires, which was by Microsoft. And it's like you have to build up resources first and build your army, and then you can go attack and stuff. And I've always loved those like top down games like that, like the and even like those kind of like Castle Explorer games, like on the first Xbox, there was some really cool like Baldur's Gate.
Oh, I love that
and there was some good like where you're just kind of exploring a castle and picking up weapons and things like that. It's like a top down, and multiplayer was a thing too.
Yeah, we used to play games.
Yeah.
together.
And now there's
That was
like
fun.
no fucking multiplayer games. Like if you want to like all sit down and play a game on we have like the Xbox 360, I guess, too. And there's just no like multiplayer type games like that anymore, but I know like the Wii, or what's the latest Wii?
The Nintendo Switch.
Switch, yeah. That supposedly has like a bunch of multiplayer things.
Yeah, I mean, no, there's the multiplayer video game has evolved. The first-person shooter multiplayer has always been around, like Halo, and but you're talking like multiplayer for top-down, like StarCraft style games like that. Is that what you mean?
Well, I wish I could remember.
RPG, like role.
Yeah, they're like role-playing games, like
a wizard and a
Yeah, okay,
warrior and a...
Yeah, what's that game? It's like an old Atari game, and they redid it for like the Xbox.
Gauntlet?
Yes, there was like a version.
Wow, I got that right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a...
That's pretty good.
They did a version, like the other one I think was called Baldur's Gate, but it's like, you could be a wizard or a warrior or whatever. It's a top-down game, so you see your little characters like on the screen is just like kind of like a dungeon, and then you just explore the dungeon, and you like, you
kill
open
things
chests,
and get treasures, and
get
upgrade your weapons.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it gets really monotonous after a while, but they're fun to play multiplayer, and yeah.
I also have an obsession with simulation games, so like theme park, theme hospital.
Oh yeah.
Recently there was one called Tavern Tycoon. I go down rabbit holes on Steam and look for like these kind of games. And Tavern Tycoon is, you are a pub inside of an RPG video game, and you have to like upkeep your tavern. But that's the whole story of it, is that you actually are like the owner of this pub inside of a video game that's an RPG.
That's hilarious.
Really, it is kind of fun. I like it.
I like Jurassic Park. It's like the original Jurassic Park. I think it's on Xbox too. You get it out and you build the whole thing.
Yeah, that
you
was
build
good.
the whole theme park. You put restaurants and like attractions, and yeah.
There was
I get lost playing that because I have to complete. Every time I start playing something, I have to finish it. Like, I don't stop until I've completed, or finished the game. So
I'm trying to find this old game that we used to play. I looked at top-down Xbox, original Xbox games, but I'm not
What do you like,
seeing
Lancaster?
Birthday Boy.
Yeah, quiet birthday boy.
I have a Wii U because my nephew, he comes here every now and then.
Yeah.
I used to play a lot of shooter games when I was younger, stuff like that. I don't really play shooter games anymore. I don't really play a lot of video games. I do play Mario every now and then with my nephew. But I don't really have time to sit and play any games, and like.
True, I haven't played in a while, but if I'm really I don't know. I know when I play. When I get sick, like if I have a cold or something, that's when I want to bust out a video game and just do nothing but play video games.
I try to make like Friday nights. I can't play all the time. Like, I play, sometimes it's late at night when I can play, but Friday nights I try to make game night, at least for me, so that I can like say, not going out, but I'm going to go sit and chill and play video games.
That's
at
cool.
least. So. Try to do that.
Okay, so another game that I love to fucking play was a helicopter simulator on the PC, and it was like a demo that I downloaded. I remember back early, like, this is probably I don't know, fucking 15 years ago or something. You could download demos, like that was the thing. Like, you download game demos, and usually the demo was like as fun as the whole game. But there was a helicopter simulator, and it wasn't like super difficult. Some of those simulators are like, especially the aircraft simulators are super difficult. You've got to have all these. This was just more like a fun. But I played the shit out of that demo, and then I bought the full game, and the full game wasn't even that great.
That's so funny.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Demos are it's like a trailer for a movie. They could fool you.
Yeah,
and the demo's so good, and then you get the game, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Okay, I have a note. What is Phantom Gaming? And because I had a note by your name, and it's going to drive me crazy. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about, or have I?
Phantom Gaming?
Yes.
There's a guy on Twitter called Phantom Gaming.
Oh.
I think. Or is that what do you?
I have no idea.
We have no idea what she's talking
Moving
about.
on. I had a note by your name that says Phantom Gaming into crypto, and I have no idea why I wrote that or what that means. So I thought.
Do you mean like how gaming and crypto are colliding?
I don't know. I was hoping you would fill me in on what I meant.
I could tell you about that.
I don't know. Is that it?
I don't know. You guys don't want to talk crypto, though.
Right.
We can talk crypto. It's not like it's out of scope.
Well,
we just. We feel like a lot of people are already doing that, so we want to bring something different to the table. Plus, it's kind of boring.
Oh, yeah. No. We talk crypto, but what I'm saying on our podcast, we bring gaming into it because, we talk about the importance of it. But
right.
I actually love how we've been talking about gaming for, the last...
I know.
It's great.
Yeah.
Is that how you got into crypto? Maybe.
No, the internet, the wonderful, this wonderful thing called Reddit, got me into crypto.
Me too.
In 2012, I saw the wizard with his wand, and it said "Magical Internet Money, come to this subreddit," and that's literally how I discovered Bitcoin, through Reddit.
Really?
Just random, curiosity.
That's
But back
cool.
then, it wasn't about price for me, and people know that about me. It was just about like, cool, this is cool. I can send like digital money peer to peer. Okay,
Right.
here we go.
Yeah,
So that's how I discovered it.
That's awesome.
That's the thing, though. Okay, yeah, and I'm the same way. Like I was on Reddit before I got onto Twitter, and
Yeah.
I like Reddit. I still fuck around with Reddit. I don't post on there anymore, but I was all about Reddit. But here's the thing that's weird. Like, so you pointed out, and this is just like talking about Bitcoin, but so like we could already send money kind of like digitally, like with PayPal and stuff, but like, yeah, it is kind of, it's like, it does blow your mind that like Bitcoin does allow you to like send it from one, straight without, using like, this is like a third party. But I remember, I'm getting distracted. Hold on, because I'm making sure our shit's
Get
still
off
up.
Twitter.
No, is our fucking broadcast still up?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. It is.
Huh, because it went down on my phone.
It's a phone thing.
Get off your phone.
Yeah.
It looks up.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay.
You're good. You're a go. You're go. What were you?
I don't know. I was just blathering on
You're
about stupid shit.
Oh, you were making a point that you were saying something about Bitcoin and how peer-to-peer, how
Okay.
it truly is peer-to-peer.
So we could, we could already send money to each other without having to go, used to you have to like mail them a check or something, or you could go hand someone some cash. But then it kind of moved into like PayPal, where I could email you money, and
Right.
basically we are just transferring digits or whatever, on bank accounts, and there is no actual exchange. But I guess what I'm saying is, and I don't know a shitload about Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, even though I'm in this space, but what is it about Bitcoin that I know that it removes the third party, it removes the banks, I get that. So I guess Bitcoin, you just said, is come to this place, there's magic internet money. I'm hearkening back to the days of when this whole thing was new and no one knew what the fuck this was. What was it about Bitcoin for you, Andy, that was like, wait, this is different than like PayPal?
So I was like, okay, so I never heard of it before. And when I started reading about it, I was very cautious about purchasing it, but I was fascinated by what it was. And yes, it was the technology side of it, the blockchain. I never heard of this public ledger style system where I send you something and there's proof of that stamped, and I'm sending it to you directly without a third party. The idea of the third party was interesting to me. And, I watch a lot of sci-fi movies. What do these sci-fi movies have in them? They have credits and they're using digital money. And I'm like, this is like for instance, in Star Trek Next Generation, guess what Captain Picard was using all the time? An iPad. Fast forward, we're using iPads,
Right.
like he was swiping before swiping existed, right?
Right.
So I always contributed the analogy to sci-fi. Like we want to see the future like we see in the movies, and I feel like Bitcoin is that, and that's what the light bulb went off for me. I was like, wait a minute, this is it for real.
Yeah.
This is like the true like digital money and how it will work. Like PayPal is using real money, but digitally. Like it's still technically going through a third party and all that jazz, But
Right.
with Bitcoin, the technology, and this was far before anyone was talking about holding or trading. I literally I took about a month and a half to figure out, how do I buy it? And then where do I put it safely? So in 2012, I learned how to use cold storage. And that says a lot, because people come into the space, they still don't even know what cold storage is.
Right.
So back then it was a more informative time, to be honest with you. And that's what made me really into it, is there was no FUD. There was none of this garbage on Twitter. It was literally people just want to know how to buy and sell it, how to use it. I mean, there was Silk Road, of course, but
Right.
So there was no CT salt back then?
There was Twitter, but not any crypto on it.
Oh wow.
I mean,
so that's kind of like me too. I got exposed to Bitcoin because I was trying to buy some shit online, and the only way you could buy it was through Bitcoin. So I went to Circle and bought some Bitcoin on Circle, and then kind of forgot about it. Bought the shit I needed. I still had like a tiny bit of Bitcoin left in my Circle wallet, and then like a few months later, I'm like, shit, this fucking Bitcoin stuff is like doubled. The little amount that I have is like worth double. And then I started to like really nerd out and get into it. Like this is fucking cool. And then I told Tamara, my wife, I was like, yo, we heard about this shit. Hold on, I'm about to sneeze. Go away. And then so back like a long time ago, 2002 or 3, I remember reading something about BitGold or something. It was some like electronic means of transferring funds. And I was like, oh shit, is this the stuff that we were, and I was like, no, because then I looked it up. Bitcoin was invented in like 2008 or something. So
it was I think the idea he announced he was making it in 2008, and then the white paper was 2009, I think.
Okay, so maybe that's what I read that was the original idea of Bitcoin. But
that's great.
So then I started to nerd out, and I'm like, this fucking Bitcoin stuff is really cool. I went on Reddit, and I was real active in like the Bitcoin subreddit, and I learned, I started listening to Antonopoulos, and I started to understand, okay, if you're going to have this stuff, you put it, you got to keep it in a cold wallet. You got to put, and at first I was doing like paper wallets, and then Antonopoulos was pointing out that even those are not fucking safe, because there's room for error. So I've got myself a ledger, and I love it's just, to me, it's like, it's the nerd side of it that I really like.
Sure.
I don't really care.
Techie.
Exactly. And it's like, even though you don't own anything, you just own like a key to something that exists on these computers that all talk to each other, and the decentralization of it is really interesting and cool. And I don't understand all the ins and outs, and I know that people say, well, like Bitcoin isn't super private and you can't, you can still track and know how much money, and I'm aware of that, but I think it's just a really cool and fun technology, and all the people that are into it that I've met so far seem to be really cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. The space and the community is fun.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it sounds like you got into it like me, where you really saw it for what it really is, and not for. I mean, it's valued, and that interests me too. There's no doubt that I'm like, oh wow, it's valued, But that's what it was to me. It was like, wow, this has value, so it can't be currency without value,
Right.
And I'm very fascinated with internet history in general, and Bitcoin is a part of that journey right now. So that's even another side of it that I like as well, just because it wouldn't be possible without the internet, right?
What do you think about all these podcasts and things? You've got a podcast. You're on a podcast now. Everyone's got podcasts. Everyone's creating
podcast.
Yeah. I mean, I was listening to Mark Maron. And he's going, he's like, be sure to tune into my guest podcast.
His guests have
everyone has a podcast now. And I think it's because of like Mark Maron, or who was the guy who even like he started out doing like the podcast. This guy from the Man Show, I think.
Well, Mark Maron's one of the early dudes. What the Fuck podcast, and then Joe Rogan's one.
Yeah, Joe Rogan. But
let me bring you even further back, because one of the first successful podcasts was called Mugglecast. And when iTunes first came out, that was one of the most famous podcasts at the time, and it was a Harry Potter podcast called Mugglecast. And I listened to them back in, I would say, 2008. Podcast first came out, when the books were still coming out. So then these celebrities got smart and were like, wait a minute, this is interesting, these podcast things. So then Mark Maron's and actual, like, first it was fandom podcasting, Then real celebrities started coming in. And I know there's a couple of more that really started early.
Maybe it's the MTV guy. There's some like fame, like if you look it up, like he's kind of considered the grandfather of pod or the father of pod. I don't know. I think it's the guy from MTV. But yeah, like it just like why is it so fucking popular? Why are these I guess because everybody can do it, right?
Okay, really easy. And I've read an article recently. I can't remember what it said, but podcasting is literally the Netflix of audio.
Right.
Because here's the thing is that someone once told me, is like, oh my God, your episode was an hour long. I was like, you obviously have not listened to a podcast before. The whole point is it's on demand. So you don't have to say, oh shit, I got to sit and just stare at my computer and listen to this. Yes. No, you jump in your car, listen to 20 minutes of it, get out of your car, go to the gym, throw your headphones on, listen to it there. I actually go to the gym because I know that's where I listen to my podcasts and I really can enjoy them there. It's all, podcasts allow you to listen to content where you can't watch video.
Right.
So that is the importance of it. Is what I'm thinking.
Adam Curry.
Yeah, I was
is
gonna
who
say
it
just
is.
looked it up. It's Adam Curry.
He's
Adam Curry,
considered like the, whatever.
He's the Podfather. And
okay.
The Pod Daddy.
Hosting the No Agenda shows in the early 2000s. So
I think like that probably Marin like made it explode though, and like how everyone's like, well shit, I could do a podcast, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had Obama on and he's literally doing the show from his garage. It just goes to show that like you don't have to have a studio, you can just do this thing.
We're missing one guy that has turned podcasts into a living. That's Kevin Smith, who does Smodcast.
Oh, cool.
I think I've listened to that. I know Kevin Smith, but I don't think I've heard that one yet.
So I listened to it's called it used to be called Fat Man on Batman, but it's called Fat Man Beyond now. And they talk nerd. It's all about just, the new Wonder Woman trailer's out. Let's talk about it. Or, this movie came out. It's nothing else but nerd with Kevin Smith. He does a live show in Hollywood, which is really cool. But he said that he extended his career because he could have been remembered as that shitty director from Clerks that never did anything. But he realized he was good at talking, and he started a podcast empire. And I think he said it best. He extended his career with it.
Yeah.
Also, forget all the other movies he made after Clerks, though.
He says he gets a bad rap on a lot of his movies still. Like,
does
people
he get a bad rap on the paycheck that he gets? I mean,
no. I mean,
movies after that. And I'm not like shitting on anything you said or him, but like, he can't really, disassociate himself from the films he made afterwards, which were
he made a lot of movies, but if you realize, like, his movies haven't done well in years,
right?
And
has he made one recently though?
Yeah, Tusk, which I recommend you seeing. It's the weirdest, most craziest movie I've ever seen.
Oh, really?
It's called, he decided to make like this weird horror thriller movie where this guy turns into a walrus. It's really fucked up.
Really?
A walrus horror movie. Okay, all right.
That's crazy.
Netflix.
Yeah.
No. So the guy gets turned into one. Some like doctor like turns him into one. It's just the weirdest movie ever. So check it out. Tusk.
Right. It sounds like the movie The Lobster or something like that. What you're describing, kind of.
Did you see The Lobster, Tamara?
Yes.
The Lobster was great.
When did you watch a movie without me?
I don't know. You were doing something, but he just said the movie was great, and I'm gonna say I take the opposite side on that. I was like, this was the biggest waste of
Lobster?
my time.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't get it. Like, I mean, but that's the kind of movie it was. You either loved it or you're like, fuck, I hated that. I was kind of mad at myself for watching it.
So Tusk, The Lobster. Are there any other seafaring creature movies that I need to add to this list?
Bubba Hotep. If you've never seen it,
I haven't seen that.
What's that one? I think I've seen that one.
Bruce Campbell as Elvis, and a mummy attacks a town, and he thinks he's Elvis, and then there's a guy, this black guy in a wheelchair thinks he's JFK, and they try to kill the mummy.
I see there's a part 2. Is that any good also?
No, they never made a part 2.
Oh, okay. When I typed that in
but
Google, it came up.
Ash vs. Evil Dead?
Oh, hell yeah. I love it. They canceled it though, unfortunately, but it was so good. Yes, they did. And now Bruce Campbell said that the Ash character will never see the light of day by him. He said he's done. That's it.
Good.
Oh, no.
Good
So
for him.
Bruce Campbell is Evil Dead, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the
Evil
guy
Dead.
from Evil Dead and Army
Okay.
of Darkness.
That
And
was so good. Damn it.
it was very good, right? I mean, I was
Why'd they
blown away.
cancel that? What?
I forget.
Executives.
Right.
I think it's just they gave it 3 seasons, which I was surprised that he got that far, just in general, because I just think it didn't have a big enough audience. But dude, I knew it was amazing. Like every minute of it is great.
Pedro.
Pedro,
That guy's hilarious. So
And then
funny.
Bruce Campbell's just great in general.
Yeah.
The guy is never bad at what he does. God, Bruce Campbell, you rule. Let's do it. So anyway, back to the podcast, Junior. I just mean that he figured out a way to extend his career with not relying on directing movies, and
Right.
he used podcasting as a way to do it. That was my point with Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, that's a smart move.
Another
Yeah.
guy is Dan Harmon. He has a
Yeah.
like Harmontown. I haven't listened to it
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
Dan Harmon's also one of those dudes who like finds like obscure people. I watched a documentary about him, and Dan Harmon has like major, issues with like alcohol or whatever, and like mental issues, and but that's a side note. I digress. I think
Yes,
that's the word.
yes.
But he's the type of guy who will find like some random funny person, and he found this like dungeon master for Dungeons and Dragons, and he like brought him on and like turned him into like a celebrity, and like everyone loves this guy. You guys know what I'm talking about, or
No.
am I
I have
completely?
no clue. I'm interested, but I have no
Yeah,
clue.
watch there's a Dan Harmon like
Are you
documentary
watching
or something.
documentaries without me?
I saw this one. Let's see.
Throw it back at him,
Yeah, and Dan Harmon is
Oh,
obviously Community, and what other? And fucking the awesome cartoon that I love, that everybody fucking loves.
What cartoon?
Rick and Morty.
Flintstones.
Oh, Rick and Morty, the
Rick and Morty.
Flintstones.
I love Rick and Morty.
Yeah, love that. Hey, I just had a great idea because there's so much salt going on, and so many people fighting on crypto Twitter, which makes me sad.
Everyone's
I was
always
thinking, there's like people I like on both sides now on all kinds of issues. So I'm like, oh no, I feel like I'm in the Civil War. But I had a great idea. Like, why don't we do some kind of crypto boxing matches, like the celebrity? It's not
Celebrity Death Match.
but that's the claymation one. But there was a boxing one.
Where they actually fought.
Yeah,
where the tall guy
the
fought
tall guy with
Refrigerator
the big penis.
Perry.
Yeah, the big penis guy from
big
Saved by the Bell.
This guy.
fought
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Are you
The
sure
porn
you're
guy.
not
Yes.
confused with like a Howard Stern episode or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, I
It's
think.
Yeah,
possible.
where
But they're-
did the penis in
Yeah, I don't remember the big penis episode. of
Okay,
Saved by
so
the
the
Bell.
guy from Saved by the Bell, the
Screech.
nerd,
Yeah, Screech.
Screech, went on
Oh,
Howard
Screech.
Stern, and he's talked about
Now
how
known as
big
Big
his
Penis Guy.
was.
Got it. I
Right.
remember that he went on Howard Stern and he was wrestling too at one point.
Was he?
Yeah.
I thought. You see, he was
Yeah.
boxing someone. That's all I have in my mind is him boxing someone. But I see Ricky Gervais.
And he was in a porno.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's why I
Uh-huh.
call him the big penis. He keeps saying.
That's why he's got his penis.
Yeah, he keeps saying how great his penis is, and here it
Well,
is. He was.
everyone's like, oh, well, big feet,
Yeah,
big
no.
hands. It's
Oh,
not
right.
true.
Right.
It's big ears and big nose.
Okay, well there
Yeah,
you go.
it's the
But no,
nose,
I wasn't
yeah.
getting him confused with
No-
Howard
nose
Stern.
and dick.
If you
They're
look
the
up-
ones that are associated.
If you
That's
look up
interesting. I like that.
celebrity boxing,
Makes sense.
he was boxing somebody. I don't know who this dude is, but he's much smaller. So, yeah. There's a celebrity boxing thing. You guys don't remember that?
No, they don't know.
Oh,
I know. I
You
remember.
know. Okay, you know.
I
Yeah, it's
want to
called-
say I remember.
Yeah, it's called Celebrity Boxing.
Do they
it was
still do it? Because I'm seeing like
2002.
recent pictures. Oh, okay. So they don't do it anymore. Anyways, Twitter boxing. That's what we should hook up.
Well, there's there's insurance that would have to be. You'd have
I mean,
to
you
like
always
have
ruin
people
my
in
good
the same
ideas
area.
with all these.
I don't think you could actually
technicalities.
get away with actual boxing.
Oh, come on now.
Well, what we could do is we could make a channel
Mm-hmm.
in Discord,
Uh-huh.
invite them in. Everyone else is just listening.
Oh, okay.
And then they just go at it, no holds barred. Anything
Right.
goes, and then we declare who's the winner.
Oh, kind of like
Oh.
a
It's a
virtual.
shit talking battle.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
I love that.
Yeah. See, this is how
Ding,
great
ding.
ideas are made. Someone throws out some ridiculous thing, which would be great, by the way, and then someone says you can't do it, and then someone comes up with something else that is possible.
They up the ante on the crazy.
Right.
I love that.
Yeah. All right. Let's make
You
that
guys
happen.
have great ideas. This is great.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put that in
Yeah.
a
Thank you
file.
so much. Yuki tells us they're always terrible.
Yeah.
So it's good to have someone around. Thanks so much.
Supportive and positive.
You can always count on me.
Come back every day.
Yeah. You can always count on me,
That's great.
Yeah.
by the way.
By the way,
Good.
Wink,
Is
wink.
Yuki?
Huh?
Here?
I'm letting you talk
there.
for once, Junior. You,
What do you think he's on the
talk. Talk. It's your birthday.
Happy
Speak.
birthday.
Yeah.
Mr. Quiet over there.
What kind of cake are you having?
What's your favorite cake?
Yeah. What is your favorite cake? Junior?
Favorite cakes.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
Can
did
you
we
hear
lose
me?
you? Yeah, now
Now
we
we
can.
hear.
Now we can.
All right, sorry. So my favorite cakes are Puerto Rican wedding cake, which I know it sounds weird the way I put it, but like it's a style of cake that's made there. I've never seen it somewhere else, but super dense and very moist.
Oh, I love moist cake.
It's got like practically syrup in it,
Oh,
and it's freaking amazing.
so it like falls apart.
Yeah, no, it's like the moistest, sweetest cake you could ever have.
Uh-huh.
Like it's kind of like dripping almost.
Oh. Huh.
It's amazing, and I like carrot cake,
Yep.
but I would say that my favorite has to be 7-layer coconut cake.
Oh, that's good too.
Yeah,
No, coconut.
so we're
Coconut
probably
is
gonna go to a
wrong.
restaurant that I used to work at a long time ago. Still have a lot of friends there, and they have the best 7-layer coconut cake.
I
So,
want to see pictures.
Yeah, I don't like coconut, so
course.
you're wrong about the last thing.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
you're wrong for not liking coconut. Okay, you sorry sack of wonderfulness.
Here we go.
I like
you guys are being like the gym
co-
people today.
I like coconut like in candy bars maybe.
Yeah, like
maybe not
Almond
even
Joys.
there.
That's
And
the
now
worst
it's-
way to like coconut.
Yeah.
But I don't like it in a cake.
You don't like coconut cream pie?
Have you had coconut cream cake? 7-layer coconut cream cake.
Yeah, that's good.
Have you
Have you?
have you seen
Have
me?
Have you seen
What do
him?
you think?
That is not.
Does it look
not
like
a
I've had
simple
cake?
answer.
Yes, I've had
Have
all the
you ever
cakes.
had 7-layer
I don't think he
coconut
has.
cake
Yeah.
before with a rum toffee sauce.
I am
Ooh,
a
the rum sauce is
Yeah.
always good.
Yeah.
I
Toffee sauce. There you
do not
I can
partake in
feel the
alcohol.
lies draping over me right now.
You know what my favorite cake is?
Uh-huh.
Junior Sassy Pants
I don't
Lancaster.
go. Birthday boy.
I don't know what is it.
Mr. It's my birthday and I can be
Yeah.
You're the
down if
one
I
who
want
told
to.
Everyone my secret, by the way.
What's
Uh-oh.
secret?
So
You don't want people to know it's your birthday? You should tell
No.
your people that. If you're going to be on a show,
I told you guys 2 days ago.
did you really?
Yeah, but you were like, "I'm Yuki. I don't listen." Blah blah. This
Okay.
is my voice.
I'll take the
It's
happy
okay.
I'll take
Anyway,
the happy
what's your
birthday
favorite
thing
cake?
down right now.
This is all about you today. It's all about you.
No, it's
Pookie.
not
What is
about
your
me.
favorite
It's
cake?
about you. It's your birthday.
What is your favorite cake,
You guys are killing me. Like
big boy? Tell
That's
me.
funny. Oh my god.
my abs hurt.
Let me tell you what my favorite cake is.
Okay.
And I will tell you that it is the correct answer. Okay? It is motherfucking red velvet cake
Meh.
Ugh,
with
Oh.
God.
with
Cream cheese
cream
sauce.
cheese icing.
Yes. Well, I mean
That-
that's
So you prefer the redheaded stepchild of chocolate cake, is what you're saying,
Yes.
right?
It's chocolate cake
Okay.
with food coloring in it. I mean, it's not a
Yeah.
stepchild.
Oh, is that all it is?
Yes.
Yes,
Fuck
dummy.
What is your thing? Let's work
Okay,
this
wait,
out.
wait.
Why
What
do
are
you
your-
hate me, Junior Lancaster? Let's get this out on the air. What's the problem?
I don't hate you. I love you. I was
Why-
thinking,
Wait, can we
I was
ask-
thinking last night
He loves you.
how much I
Yes.
love you guys and I miss you guys so
Aw,
much.
we miss
Well,
you too.
here's the thing. We're trying to figure out how to get our asses to HoshiaCon. I think he's sad about that we may not be
Very
able to fucking
sad.
go.
Yeah.
That's my birthday wish.
Oh.
So you want us to pack our 9-year-old in a car, drive
I
across
thought you were
the
gonna say a
country?
suitcase. That's a great idea. Can we
and put like $2,000 on a credit card. Do you understand? That's what you're asking. I want to go.
I am not asking for any of that. I am just saying that if you guys were in Vegas, that would be wonderful.
Yes, I know.
Aw.
It's still
the same
not.
way.
It's still not a thing. It's just. I'm having a hard time wrapping my.
And I'm still waiting to hear from
head around.
Wendy-O.
Yeah.
Wendy-O, hit me up with that number.
with the babysitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
We just had Wendy-O
Wendy-O
on.
is the best. She knows
Yes,
everybody.
we love her.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
great.
she's funny.
Well, I want to
She's
ask
great.
our guest, Andy, what his favorite kind of cake is.
Oh,
She's
so
a
you
Libra too.
ready for this?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yes.
So I'm not very into sweets, but do you remember? You guys are in the same frame. You ever go to a birthday party in the '80s at McDonald's?
Yes.
Yeah. A
Do you remember
mini.
that vanilla cake they would always make in the tray?
Yeah, yeah.
That cake,
Oh,
for
yeah.
some reason, that was gold.
Yeah.
There's
That's your
something in that
nostalgia.
cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they're-
also want to add that everything
There
McDonald's
was.
did
Favorite cake.
in the 80s
It was great.
was the best.
Yeah.
Oh man, this. Do you remember when
Szechuan
you
sauce?
could just feel the salt on the fries, like they would just
Yeah.
fall off your fingers?
Oh my god, it was
And
so
you, also,
salty.
you know they used to cook the fries in lard back then. and
Yes,
they would-
Oh,
they
God.
would
so
clean
good.
it. So when I was young, we saw them cleaning once, and they would take like this handheld looking vacuum thing and pump
Oh.
the
No,
the
no,
liquid
don't
fried
tell us.
lard
Dude.
through it and clean it.
We had
That's why
a
it tasted so good.
yeah.
That is so funny.
Well-
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, that's a good point. Back then, no one like gave a shit about health, and all the
Actually,
fast food
that's
places.
Or
lard
kids.
is healthier.
Or
Lard
kids.
is healthier compared
Oh.
to hydrogenated oil. Hydrogenated oil is one molecule away from being plastic.
Right.
Go McDonald's. Then.
Yeah.
80s
Listen,
style.
everything was better back in the 80s. Toys were better.
It really was.
Oh my God.
Man,
The
we
The
gotta
toys.
get
original
it.
movies they're remaking now were better.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's just
and it's not
everything.
just because we were nostalgic and we were young.
think
It's
that has a
because
little
shit
bit
was
to do
better
with it,
back
but-
then. No, let me tell you what.
Isn't that when they came out with the Szechuan sauce?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think in the 80s,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I think-
probably.
yeah, I
Here's
think
the
so.
thing.
Let's
That
go with
wasn't
that.
made in China 1,000 years ago.
No, that was made by McDonald's in the 80s.
We used to be able to go to Burger King or McDonald's and it was like $7 for like a family.
Oh, yeah.
We went to fucking Burger King one day, like not too long ago, and ordered like a couple of chicken sandwiches, some fucking chicken fries, just all that shit. It was like $47.
Did you order it off the dollar menu though?
Like,
All
what
right.
the fuck, man?
Also, $7 back then today is probably around
$40.
$27.
Don't get technical and all mathy and shit with me.
Math.
Everything
just-
was cheaper in the 80s.
Yeah, it was.
I remember when toys could fuck you up. Like, there were these little,
Happy
like,
Fun Ball? Do you not play with Happy
yeah,
Fun Ball?
there were these little metal fucking toys that came out.
Shards of glass.
And it was like they would shoot. They had little fucking spikes, like little spikes that would shoot out.
Eyes.
And then
You
I
guys remember snap bracelets?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
they were big.
Yeah,
were
they
big.
got banned.
Slap bracelet. Were they slap bracelets or?
yeah, slap bracelet.
Slap bracelets,
There's like
yeah.
metal in there, and the kids would tear
Dude.
the thing out and
Oh,
turn them into fucking knives.
Weapons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I had an MC Hammer wallet. I'll never get it
Oh,
out. It was
yes.
great.
Do you guys?
Yeah.
Parachute pants.
Do you guys?
Dude, I wish I still had that wallet. Oh,
See, Hammer
man.
wishes he had that wallet.
I know he wishes I did.
It broke.
Do you guys remember that toxic shit that you would put on the end of the little plastic straw and blow into a balloon?
Oh, yeah, we still
That's-
bought that for our kid
Fucking
the other
shit
day.
would get you high.
Yeah. They still make
You
that.
could still go
They
to the
sell it
dollar
at the dollar store.
Really? You
Yes.
guys got to get me a couple of those.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like this
Just,
toxic
sniff 'em like
ooze.
glue.
Yeah, glue. Yes, it gets you high as fuck.
Yeah.
We went to the dollar store here.
Oh my god, it was so much
I
fun.
had so much fun. We bought like $30 worth of dollar shit.
Yeah.
But I've got like what did I get that I love? Everything. I love
It's just a
everything I
bunch of
got.
Shit, really, but it was fun.
Oh, get this. This show's getting really boring because listen to this.
Okay.
Okay, you go
Nice lead up to it.
Yeah.
you go to
Way to borify it, man.
Right.
you go to Lowe's or even Walmart or wherever and buy some Drano. That's just like $7 or more.
Oh my god.
I went to the dollar store where everything's $1, and they had motherfucking Drano.
No, let me tell the story.
Let me tell the story.
Okay.
I fucking like that shit is not going to work.
Right.
It's not going to work. There's no way dollar Drano is going to work. I put that shit in the drain. I used the $12 Drano. It didn't work.
No.
I put the $1 fucking Drano, which is probably like pure acid or something.
Sink.
Yeah, it ate right through
Yeah,
our top.
it fucking worked for $1.
Let me tell how the story actually happened. We were in the dollar store, and I remembered we need Drano, and I said, let's see if it has Drano. So Yuki's like, dollar store doesn't have Drano. There's no Drano here. I'm like, yeah, let's look for Drano. So there's Drano. And then he stood there and he's like, should I buy this? I'm like, why not? It's just $1. So we bought it. I mean, you can't go wrong. Like, it's $1. Like, if it doesn't work, then we're out $1.
When I was a kid, my favorite thing in the world was to walk up to TG&Y. It was like it's next to Kmart. This was back before like Walmarts were really big, and it was called TG&Y. It's like a little store, and it was like a step down from Kmart. And they had the toy section.
A step down from Kmart?
Yes, TG&Y was a step down from Kmart.
Wow.
And they had the
Damn, that's a farce.
yes. The toy.
That's a step I didn't know they had.
The toy section in TG&Y was like my heaven. I would just stand there for like hours. You could go in there and buy like a pack of Army Men, you know.
Oh, well, hey guys, remember when they had pets in the stores like that? That was the funnest
They
thing.
still
had,
sell pets at
they
Walmart,
had
I think.
birds and like hamsters and all kinds of things in there. So yeah, those were the days.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that dollar iPhone store going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, where's that?
Yeah,
I
is there
know
one
you're
of
right.
those?
How about that dollar, car insurance and rental place?
Yes.
Dollar Bitcoin shit.
It was funny.
Give me that dollar Bitcoin.
They had a fucking pregnancy test up at the checkout aisle at the dollar store. Like you're gonna, maybe you should
Next to
splurge
the
on
condom.
that.
They make it affordable at the dollar store. A dollar store.
3 for 1.
What can't you get at a dollar store?
Apparently nothing. There's nothing that you can't get. Yeah.
There's nothing you can't get. I can't think of something you can't get.
Yeah. I mean, we thought it was
But I mean,
Drano.
does the dollar Drano work? I mean,
It did. It worked. It worked.
That's what
where
I
the other
said.
shit
That's
didn't.
the
It
point of
totally
my
worked.
story.
That's the point. Okay, yeah.
That's
okay.
the
So I
that's
should buy
the,
it.
that's
should
the
buy
payoff. The payoff of the story is the dollar
Is it
Drano worked like fucking like a
It
charm.
worked. And the
Oh, damn.
$7 shit did not
I
work.
bet you Diet Coke would have worked too.
Probably.
Maybe I know. I tried the baking soda
what?
and vinegar trick.
Yeah,
that
we
didn't
tried
work.
all But you can't get a 2-liter Diet Coke for under $1. Can you?
Let-
Maybe the generic kind.
Let me just
So did you know
go ahead.
about when they sell 2-liter like Cokes in like a refrigerator at a
Yeah.
store and it's like $1.80,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
but you look on the shelf and they might have the same one that's cheaper because they charge you for cold,
Right.
Right.
for how cold it is.
Right.
Right.
I don't think people realize that that's why they're so expensive most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, sorry, just throwing
No,
in
that's
some
a good
facts.
fact.
No, I
Well, what if you went to the shelf and you got a warm one and placed it,
You could.
and then you put the cold one on the shelf and then you took it off the shelf.
that would
and
be
then was
dishonest.
like, I want this one.
Then there's no cold police.
Yeah.
checking the
Because you're
cold.
still paying. You're still
No.
paying for the cold box that's
Yeah,
in
no,
the
guys.
store.
Right.
It has a different barcode on it. Obviously, they don't hand
No,
type
it's all
that
the
in.
same barcode.
Well, how would it be? How it would ring up at a different price? It
It's
has
not
to,
this. I don't think.
It has to have a different barcode because they scan it and
The lady-
it rings up.
Yeah,
right?
the lady or the guy is not going to be like, up.
Oh yeah, I mean,
check the cold
come
cold
on now.
status on
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
This was in the. Gotta switch this out.
But here's how you game the system. You go in there with a huge list and you take one from the shelf, put it in the back of the fridge thing, maybe even in the freezer. Maybe you put it in the freezer thing for 10 minutes. You walk around the store and then you get yours out. You're paying for the warm one, but it's now cold.
No, there are cold sensors up at the checkout.
What? You're out of
The
your
red
mind.
laser checks
Yeah,
the temperature.
that thing checks temperature.
You are
You know
out
what's
of your
crazy
mind.
though? You go to like the gas station and you buy a little pack of peanuts for like $1.
Uh-huh.
It's like 12 peanuts, and then you could go like to Walmart or some other like grocery store and buy like a fucking
It's convenience.
giant thing of peanuts for like $3.
Well, it's convenience,
You know, that little like the packaging.
Yeah.
It's like the smaller the fucking amount, it just keeps
yeah.
going up in price.
Yeah, it's like bulk. When you buy more, it's cheaper.
Right,
So.
because you're paying
Makes
for the
sense.
packaging, and like potato chips is like this.
Potato?
Chips are like
Chaps?
this.
That was so southern. Potato chips.
This is devolving into some sort of just
Yeah.
rant about prices.
Yeah.
That's
Things.
what else is this show about? I mean,
Let's stop
Come on.
referring to it as a show. I don't even want this to be a show anymore.
This is not a show.
I liked it
talk.
better when we were just talking.
Wait, isn't it a show though? Doesn't it say this is
I
a
don't
show?
think-
Yeah,
fucking know.
this is the show.
I liked it better when we just chatted. And then we're like, oh, we got to get sponsors and make money doing this somehow. And
that's you.
Yeah,
You.
well,
oh, you know
yeah.
why?
You like
Yeah.
put on a 3-piece suit, fucking double-breasted, and you were like, "I'm calling a meeting
Well,
now."
Yeah, I mean, it would be good, you know.
I like how
sometimes.
we don't have a graphics guy and it's like me doing the graphic. Well, we got, okay, we'll say this. Cryptic Crooks, shout out to him for
Yeah,
doing
our logo.
our Avi. But all the other shit is just by me and it looks like shit.
It looks
look,
like stickers everywhere.
look at the Periscope right now and it's just like all these like squares of images.
Wow. There's a wow.
It says like pick on the corner. You know,
Yeah.
and stuff like
It's
that.
so bad.
My fucking, you haven't noticed that my avatar is actually a picture of a sticker on my desk. It's not even stuck on the desk. It's just I placed it.
What is that though? What's your
I
Avi?
like it.
Explain that to me.
What
Why
do you mean? What is it?
It is the logo of Billionaires Boys Club, which is also known as BBC Ice Cream. I just
Huh.
found out that it's Pharrell's clothing store in New York,
Oh,
Uh-huh.
and
that.
I got a bunch of clothes there and stuff like that, and then on the shirts they have the sticker, and I
Oh.
was like, this is dope. And it's
Yeah.
got a bee on it.
Right.
Mhm.
It's perfect.
Right.
It's a space bee.
Love it.
Oh,
So,
okay. So that's a bee up in the
Yeah, that's a
visor.
bee.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So
Nice.
Yeah.
yep,
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
that's
impressed.
my logo. I'm gonna see if they can sign off on that officially.
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna ask for permission to officially use
I'm gonna
that.
I'm gonna walk in there because I just got T-shirts that actually have this
Oh, yeah?
logo on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna be like, "This is my Twitter. I want you to sponsor me with the products I've already bought.
Okay.
You just say it's cool, and they'll be like, you need to take that off your Twitter account."
So you're gonna tell on yourself.
Yeah, and I'll be
Okay.
like, "Make me," and then I'll be like, Sponsor "I'll me buy with 2 of the those products now, I've already thank you." bought."
Okay.
Why are we
You just say it's
echoing?
Cool.
We have a loop.
I have no clue.
Is it me?
Probably you, Yuki.
It stopped. So whoever it is.
Again
stuff.
with the hate. What's the salt? Let's work this out on the air right now, Junior
Wait,
Lancaster.
Wait a minute. Have you not real? This is episode 20.
right.
No,
Is
Nice.
it?
Episode 20.
no, 19. This is 19.
Oh,
Why
wow.
does it say 20?
Where does it say 20?
It says 20.
Well, we skipped 19.
Wait,
You'll have to go back in time and do 19.
hold on.
Good job.
Oh, it
Yuki.
is 20. It is 20.
Is it?
So
Yeah.
so you know, when we first thought of this this podcast,
Uh-huh.
My
we
idea.
were like, oh, you know, no, this is not your idea. This is my idea.
Let
Oh,
us
my
tell
idea.
a
Go ahead.
story.
Okay.
Go.
My
Oh my
idea
God,
was
that's
like,
funny.
you know, what we should start at. We should start the show
Oh,
at
yeah.
episode 19.
Yes.
And then be like, our next show, episode 20, and then just start the show having pretended that there were 18 other episodes.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, where are the fucking episodes? What is this?
Yeah.
And it was get the ball rolling without ever having to do all of that startup work.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Like, just pop
Yeah.
in at episode 19. Mhm.
And we
Yeah.
would
I
hype up
think
our
I want
20th
to.
episode guest, and look at that. You are our
You're the
20th
20th?
episode.
Well,
Episode
congratulations,
That's funny.
Andy,
Thank
producer,
you.
by
I
the
love
way. You have an amazing podcast and an awesome presence on Twitter and crypto Twitter, and you're making moves, doing things. And so, what's the thing with your show? You guys have an actual
Yeah,
show happening?
Yeah, congratulations.
Not jealous at all. Go ahead.
So it's a pilot for a possible. So they casted us to be on a morning show type crypto, like Good Morning Crypto, and it would be
Cool.
me, my co-host Daniel, and Wendio, and we shot the pilot together.
Awesome.
So it's it's not just that show. There's a bunch of other shows. So at World CryptoCon, they're going to have the sizzle there to show what the network could be like. So it's called Crypto Cake.
Mhm.
It's supposed to be a 24/7, what's called OTT, means over the top, which is like digital network, like Netflix is called the OTT.
Oh,
Right.
So just to let you guys know, it's like a new terminology actually for like digital streaming services.
oh.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. I just want to reiterate that like it's definitely not it's like we shot the idea of what the show could be like, and hopefully it gets picked up. And they're saying in February this could be real, so we'll see.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, dude.
Best of
So
luck
excited.
with that.
Hell yeah.
Say break a leg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks,
Yes,
guys.
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Great.
It went really well, I thought. And, you know, I don't know if you guys know, but on our podcast, we don't talk about price. We don't talk about trading. We talk about adoption and growth, and we interview people and ask them the right questions. And I could say right now, without a doubt, and confidently, that we have not taken 1 single cent from an ICO for any of our interviews, and we will continue not to.
Awesome.
Just so you guys, I don't think a lot of people realize that, and I'm not putting people down who do.
Mhm.
Just that's our ideology. So if
Right.
people don't realize, that's what we believe in.
Yeah,
Us-
something to be
what we
proud
preach.
about. That's great.
We, on the other
Yeah.
hand, are begging for someone to pay us.
Yes. If you send them our way.
If you know anybody that wants to pay us to talk to them, we will pretend to be interested.
I love it.
I will ask them questions about their product and be like, "Yeah, that's amazing."
Yeah.
I will even like
Well,
do a impromptu commercial about it,
Sure,
and
sure.
In return, I ask for payment.
Well,
And-
here's what we say is like, I will, like, a product is different because that's tangible, and like if it's like, say, a cold storage wallet, like a ledger, that's different. But like, it's hard to take money from some ICOs that maybe I don't even know, believe in them, but I want
Right.
to interview them and research them, you know. So
Right.
Yeah,
kind of like how we go about for now, you know, because obviously people got to remember that it's illegal to buy an ICO in America
right.
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, you
So-
can't
What?
shill. You can't shill ICOs. I think you can get in trouble for
Yeah.
that too,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Right. I mean, you could review and but you know, you can't like say, oh, like buy this, you know, but you can review it, you know,
Right,
and,
right.
and talk about it.
I think if like I get approached all the time for like, hey man, will you shill this for me, and I'll give you, you know, our coin, and you know, I'm like, yo, I will if I were to ever shill something, like I've, you know, like I think you should put what the fuck, you should put like hashtag ad or something. Yeah, don't you think like that's like the way to go? Or do you think you should just be like fuck it and just like shill things? You know what I'm saying? You follow me?
What do you mean, like just like?
Okay, let's say like someone, you know, I get DMs all the fucking time from
Yeah.
people, from ICOs
you
and
do, big
different
boy.
fucking like you know, people wanting me to shill their fucking shit, you know?
Yeah.
And so the people were talking about, you know, a little while ago, like, you know, is it okay to shill things, and should you put hashtag ad if you're being paid to shill something?
Oh, got it. Okay.
Like I've shilled stuff. So for example, this guy sent me a cool picture, this arc, this thing I'm looking at it right
Oh,
now.
I love that.
Golden Horde sent me,
Yeah.
you know, he said, hey man, I'm having a contest for, you know, artists in the space. I'll send you some art. And I'm like, hell yeah. And he's like, I'll send you some art if you don't mind, share the fucking contest. I shared it, and he sent me some art, you know. I
Sure.
guess,
And it's cool. I
and
love
I'm
it.
yeah,
That's different though. That's
Yeah,
and
that's what I was
yes,
gonna say.
if you are getting paid by an ICO to talk about them, it's okay. When you say the word sponsor, this is being sponsored by this coin, then
Mm-hmm.
you know they probably got paid, but at least they're saying it
Right.
up front.
Yeah.
And they always say like giving you a non-biased opinion, because I have friends in the space that do, you know, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
put it down, but it's just how we are. But like you said, like for instance, like Hold's coffee, you know, he sent me a bag and I'm going to talk about it.
Mhm.
That's coffee
Yeah.
in
Right.
the crypto space. You
And
know,
it's
art
good.
is art.
Yeah.
It's just an ICO is completely different, but I'm not saying that we wouldn't support any type of like electronics that might be cool to review for a
Right.
show, you know, but it's literally just how the environment of crypto on a political level is pretty nuts right now. And people, you know, people are following the SEC stuff, but not many people realize, you know,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
that's all.
Yeah.
yeah, and
That's all.
so
I'm not
so-
trying to get serious here. I'm just being honest.
you know, and I just, so basically an ICO is like there is nothing, they don't have anything yet.
Yeah.
They're raising funds
Uh-huh.
for
something that's not even out yet. Is that correct? Is that what an ICO is?
Well, no, I mean, Ethereum was an ICO, or is an ICO technically. They raised money, but they got like use cases. Like there's just there's just like there's a lot of coins in 2017 that came out that still don't have proof of utility.
Right.
Right. That's the main key.
99% of them.
Yeah.
Right. So my prediction is that eventually, you know, less and less of these companies are going to survive, and we're going to get down to, you know, a group of cryptos that I think we're all going to be using internationally. And I think that's the goal. But one thing I tell people, you can't adopt, like Bitcoin can't be adopted unless we use it too.
Right.
Trading and holding, some people say holding is using. That's debatable.
Right.
Holding is good, you know, it's smart, but we had John McAfee on the podcast, right? And even he was saying it's just unfortunate that no one's using it.
Right.
You know, and there are, and I'm excited for pushing that, you know, products that do use it, and cryptos that have use cases, and very far and few between, right? I mean, it's really
it's
true.
It's kind of hard to get in the mindset of using right now, right? Because
it's so hard.
A lot of people are very underwater, and when you tell someone like you're going to use the money, the crypto that you paid
they hate
5 times as much for,
for
shit now. Like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not a sucker. I'm not going to give you my crypto that I paid more for, so that you can benefit from when it skyrockets. It's very hard, you know. You have to use it. Like, yeah, McAfee, dude, it's easy for you to say something like that because you don't even have a need to use crypto.
Right.
You know?
That's true. I mean, you're not wrong, but who says you have to? I'm talking about like, hey, let's use a little Bitcoin for gas or Bitcoin for coffee. What about the like? I have BitPay, for instance, and I send Bitcoin to a wallet and I upload it into the card, and I use it on small things. And I'm not talking about like giving people like hundreds of your Bitcoin or whatever. Little things like that. Like if you told me Starbucks announced that they might be accepting Bitcoin, that's huge. So I could go, I would pay Bitcoin for coffee. You're talking like $3 to $4.
Wait,
that's using it in a smart way, right?
Right. What kind of coffee are you getting at Starbucks for $3 or $4?
I'm a Venti Iced Americano guy.
Okay.
You can get just like a black coffee at Starbucks for like $2. I did it. There.
Well, yeah, Venti Iced Americano is like, I guess they put like 5 shots. Probably expensive.
Right.
Yes.
Well, guys, it's a time of the show where we play the game. Let's do it.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, wait. We warm up. We do a warm up because everyone says that, you know, it takes me a little while to read fast, so we let our guests go last.
I'm really slow though. This is bad for slow
Well,
people.
do it fast because you only have 30
just answer
seconds.
fast, so whatever comes to your mind.
All right,
read this
here we go. You'll figure it
Not
out.
my chair,
Wait,
not my problem.
Who's playing first?
Yeah.
What do I do again?
Not my chair, not my problem. What?
I think one of these guys are going to play first, but let's see. Hold on.
I'll go first because he went first yesterday.
Lancaster is going to go first. Okay.
Hold on, I accidentally turned over the thing. I'm still cracking up off of the fucking thing that Junior just said. I can't think of anything else he says though. Yeah, the
seashells. Something about
seashells. The seashells on the towels.
Fill Andy in on what in the hell you guys are talking about.
Guy.
Wait, what is it?
Seahorses.
Tell him what you guys are talking about.
We're talking. Have you seen the video where the guy takes acid? He goes into the closet. Andy,
I don't know.
Oh my god!
You would know if you've seen it.
Fucking funny.
You just
this
randomly, you have to watch that.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's play the game. On your mark. This is you, Junior. You're first. Okay.
Tell me when.
On your mark, get set, go.
A viola is smaller than a violin.
True.
That's bullshit. Artichokes are a thistle's flower.
False. Bullshit.
That's true. A dolphin has been used as an Olympic mascot.
True.
That's bullshit. Artificial limbs were first devised in the 16th century.
True.
That is true. Antarctica is one of the driest places on Earth.
True.
That is true. Haggis is available in vegetarian varieties.
Bullshit.
That is bullshit. Frank Sinatra had 12 brothers and sisters.
Time. I need a...
He can answer this. I saw the last part.
What?
That's bullshit.
All right. Junior, you got 3 on your birthday. That's horrible.
Oh, wow. That's not horrible.
No, that was bad. All right.
It was very bad.
Here we go, Tamara. Are you ready? On your mark, get set, and go.
Through each fingerprint. Okay, though each fingerprint is unique.
Is this me?
No,
No,
this
this
is Yuki.
no.
So you should start.
Oh, my bad. Sorry,
No,
sorry.
I thought the same
Part of the
thing.
pocket.
He didn't make it clear, so I was like,
sorry.
yeah, I was like,
was getting ready.
Yeah.
What, you think this is a professional show here? All right, this is
Live.
me. This is me.
Love it.
Okay, Yuki.
What?
You ready?
No, hold
Okay.
on. On your mark,
No.
get set, go.
Though each fingerprint is unique, there are 5 basic types.
True.
That is true. A cow catcher was the device on the front of steam locomotives to push animals off the track.
True.
That is true. Antarctic moss grows at an average of 15 millimeters every 100 years.
True.
That is true. There are 29 different bones in the skull.
False.
That is true. With macular degeneration, you have a blind spot in your vision and not tunnel vision.
True.
That is true.
All right, 4. Time.
Okay.
So basically, I'm winning right now.
No, well, not overall, but right now in
Yes.
this
Oh, I'm
game.
gonna suck at this.
All right. Okay, Andy. Are
Yep.
you on your mark? Get set, go.
The perfume Chanel No. 5 was personally blended by Coco Chanel in her kitchen.
True.
That's bullshit. Alchemy was the chemistry theory of the Middle Ages.
True.
That is true. Polydactyl is a name given to the possession of extra fingers or toes.
Bullshit, maybe.
That's true. An Asian elephant has more wrinkles than an African elephant.
Bullshit.
That is bullshit. Chemist Louis Pasteur was the first to discover germs that cause disease, and he rarely shook hands.
True.
That is true.
Time. So you tied with Junior.
Even one more.
One more question, because it was
There
a
was
long,
a lot of
long
delays in there.
questions. Yeah.
One more question.
One more question. All right. It is against the law in New Jersey to slurp your soup in a public restaurant.
That is true.
That is true.
All right. So
I'm from New Jersey.
you got 4.
And you knew that?
I'm from, what?
Yeah, I've heard that before, actually.
Oh, that's crazy.
Damn.
All right. So you're tied
All right,
with
so
Yuki.
you tied Yuki.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that
Pretty
game.
Whereabouts in Jersey?
Well, my
Well,
family moved from I born in New York, and North Jersey, like literally like 15 minutes across the George Washington Bridge.
Like
Over the border.
near Fort Lee, Alpine.
Yeah,
All
I went
that.
to Westwood High School behind Paramus
We
Park
played
Mall.
Westwood High School in
Wait a minute.
football.
huh.
Wait a minute. What school were you in?
I don't want to say, but it starts with a T.
Yeah, you guys are the same age,
I
I was
know.
going to say.
I know. I ran track there too. I know exactly where.
Yeah,
You have to
man.
tell me. Wow, cool. Yeah, I was a Cardinal, Westwood Cardinals. Go Cards,
Yeah, we beat you guys my senior year.
dude. What year
No,
did
we
you
had,
guys?
We had co-championships, I think, senior year.
Oh wow. Yeah, I played football and I ran track.
Oh,
Wow, I know exactly where you are. Does that I was gonna give you a hint, but I don't need to give you a hint about your own town.
It's okay. Go for it. Just to confirm here.
I'm just gonna say fly.
Yep.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
got it.
Wow.
Got it.
You guys are the
Got
same age, too, by the way.
Yeah.
So you went to school at the same time.
Wow.
So
Dude, I'm like 37. I graduated.
99.
Wow. Yeah, we were there. Then we must. Did you play football?
I played.
Holy shit. Maybe we
didn't
tackled each
start,
other
though.
or
I
something.
didn't start, but
Did you play the freshman league though,
no,
or the sophomore or junior JV or
I
whatever?
only played in junior and senior year. So
Wow, small world. That's really cool. There's a
Yeah.
guy, I forget his name. He's on the Rec podcast, and he's from Jersey too.
for real.
Yeah. Shout out to
You know
Jersey.
something.
You know about diners and like
Hell yeah.
bagels and good pizza.
Fuck yeah,
Oh my
man.
god, you know all that stuff.
that's
These
the best.
people out in LA, they don't know that
I
stuff.
don't know shit.
That's the best
Yeah.
thing I've heard today. Like,
What?
maybe we tackled each other.
Yeah.
Great, that's cool, man. Small world, yeah.
Yeah,
couple
that's
of
awesome.
couple of things before we go. I
Uh-huh.
want to say that you could go to Huddle Fuel Coffee
Uh-huh.
and you can save 10% by using the code HODL Fuel.
Uh-huh.
I also want to say that you could go to Bid Ninja Supply and on their website and you can use the phrase, the code crypto for good and also save 10%.
Awesome.
And I want to thank our guests
Yeah.
for coming on this episode. Coming on tits, that's our little joke.
I love it. I love it. You guys were awesome. I had a great time. I know we talked a little crypto, but I really enjoyed talking about video games and playing games with you guys, and I want to have you guys on. All three of you guys should come guest host on the Coin Boys podcast when we do our normal guest hosting show. Play Shitcoin or Pokemon.
I would love to.
Love it.
Yeah,
I'm very competitive, so
come back anytime too.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd also love, if I have a morning and you guys are right here at Discord and be like, yo, I'd love to join, and
Yes.
always down for podcasts, and totally down to support you guys, and like love the community, love what you guys are doing. I love funny, so you guys bring the funny,
Awesome, thank you.
Well, I'm funny at
fun.
least.
Thanks again.
Yeah, thanks for joining
Junior
us.
is not
This
so
was fun.
funny, but
What were you saying? Sorry.
He said so. He mumbled something.
I was just pointing out that I'm the funny one.
Oh,
Can I give a shameless shout out?
please
yes,
do.
please. Oh yeah,
Yes.
go ahead. So do all your
Always.
shout outs and your plugs right now, sir.
So if you need new tires, check out Tires by Producer, by the way. No, I'm just kidding.
You had me. I was like, really?
I was like,
you do
what?
that?
Did I
on
have
the
you guys for a second?
Yes. New tires. Go ahead.
I don't want to sell tires. So anyway, guys, Coinboys podcast. You just go to thecoinboys.com, and there's a button there that says iTunes, Google Play, or SoundCloud. So you can just click those and find your way. We're on Twitter, of course, Coinboys podcast, and then my personal Twitter, where I post a lot of gaming stuff and just fun stuff. And I posted that an Uber smelled like lemons yesterday.
I saw that.
Yes.
I just like, it's my commentary outside. I don't always put crypto on there, so I like to just kind of nerd out on there. So anyway, that's Producer, by the way, BTW.
I was going to mention that you said the lemon was better than the one I scrolled down and I saw the last one.
The
was,
fart?
Yes.
Yeah, I like to, when I joined Twitter when it first started. This wasn't my original account, but back then it was literally status updates. So you just see people write, going to the mall.
Right. Yeah.
No one knew what hashtags were either. You
Right.
just going to the mall, go. Hashtag go.
Go.
It was very, very fun time. It was
Cool.
it's a different time.
Retro Twitter.
You guys were great. I thought the show was great. I actually liked your intro.
Yeah.
Great.
Junior does a good job with the
Yeah.
intro. I tried doing it one time and I can't do it.
Great job.
Yeah,
Junior's a professional. He has a professional radio voice.
he does.
Hey, Junior, why don't
No, I
you
don't.
flex those chops right now and do the
Yeah.
thing at the end there?
Do the thing we do at the end. Well,
Yes.
I want to thank you, Producer BTW, for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. Had a wonderful time. And for all of you out there listening, just so you know, we're always brought to you by our sponsors, tothemoonevents.io. Be sure to check us out. Come join us December 7th through the 9th at Tybee Island, Georgia for a weekend of fun and debauchery with all your crypto Twitter friends. For more information, again, that is tothemoonevents.io. And we are brought to you by Bit Ninja Supply, where you can get your nice This Is the Show gear and flaunt it and wear it at your nice little crypto weekend with us in Tybee Island while we sip on that delicious, perk you up, Huddle Fuel coffee. Make sure you get some, put in your cup. Yuki, this is the time where you do that thing you do.
Well, before we do the thing where we say goodbye and all that, and I want to point out that we are doing a super awesome, terrific giveaway sponsored by Benny Big Crypto. He's giving away some Keep Keys and a Amazon Dot. Look for that email today. We're going to do another email.
Email.
I mean,
Email.
what the fuck, man?
What world do you live in, bro? Email?
We're going to fax that out, you mean?
Make sure you open your flip phone and check out the message.
Look for
Check
that.
your pagers and beepers.
Look for that fax. I need to participate in this particular giveaway. We're going to need your fax
Start
number.
my fire a message out to you guys real soon.
Listen, I just started
Pigeon.
You
using.
guys get the new Zoom? That shit
Yeah,
is awesome.
I just started using texts like probably 5 years ago. I never texted anyone, maybe 3 years ago, and it blew my mind when I was in a group text, like with Junior and Tamara. I was like, wait, you can do group text?
Yeah.
And how archaic is that to text? Through the phone system when we have Twitter and stuff. But anyway, guys, check out the giveaway that we're going to be doing. You can follow us at This Is the Show on Twitter. Look for a tweet. Look for a tweet from that Twitter
We'll
account.
get some stone and chisel the message
Today,
and we can ship it out to everybody.
And then you can
Pigeon.
participate in the giveaway and you can win some fucking stuff. Benny Big Crypto is going to give us a fucking give you a couple of he's giving out Keep Keys and an Amazon Dottie up the stakes. And he even said something about get something tattooed and he'll give you some Bitcoin, which is absolutely
I'm going to see my
ridiculous.
tattoo artist today.
Yes.
Who knows?
We should
cool.
take some pictures today. We should
Put
make
up
a
by the
sign.
way on yourself or something.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes peeled for that.
By the way.
But anyway, thanks a lot for coming on the show, Andy, aka producer,
Anytime,
by the
guys.
way. And
Come on, that's whenever.
listen to
I love
Coin
it.
Boys podcast, subscribe to their stuff on all the channels, and retweet it and
you.
spread the word. And this is the part of the show where we say goodbye. So say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye,
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh,
Thank you.
there's music. Awesome.